Hey there, and welcome. Today, we're tackling a massive topic, artificial intelligence. So, what is it, really? How does it actually work? And, where is it all headed? We've got a great 5-minute deep dive plan for you, so let's jump right in.
So here's what we're going to cover. First, we'll look at how AI is already a huge part of your daily life. Then, we're going to break down how an AI actually thinks. We'll get into the big difference between what's called weak AI and strong AI, untangle all those confusing terms like machine learning and deep learning, and then, for the fun part, we'll peek into the future. All right, first things first, let's talk about where you actually find AI. Because, this isn't some far-off sci-fi concept anymore. It is literally all around us, right now. Just for a second, imagine a world that just gets you. Think about a cupboard that organizes itself exactly the way you'd want it. Or a coffee maker that knows precisely how everyone in your house likes their coffee and just has it ready for them. Kinda sounds like the future, right? Well, while a self-organizing cupboard might not be in your kitchen just yet, the intelligence that would make it work is already completely woven into our lives. It's in your smartphone, predicting the very next word you're about to type. It's the engine that curates your social media feed, deciding what you'll see next. It's creating those super smart enemies in your video games. And it's working 24/7 behind the scenes in banking to spot fraud. AI is not coming, it's already here.
So how in the world does a machine get intelligent? Okay, let's really dive into this. To make it super simple, let's imagine we've built a little robot, and we're dropping it into a field it's never seen before.
Okay, so first, our robot has to figure out its new surroundings. The lighting is different, the ground is new. This ability to just adapt and learn in a new situation, that's called generalized learning. Next, it gets to a fork in the road. One path is paved, the other's rocky. It has to weigh the options and make a choice. That right there, that's reasoning. And finally, our little robot hits a stream it can't get across. But it spots a plank nearby and figures out it can use it to build a bridge. That's problem solving. And those three things we just saw, generalized learning, reasoning, and problem solving, that's it. That is the absolute core of what we mean when we say artificial intelligence. It's giving a machine the power to mimic what we consider intelligent human behavior. Now here's a really important thing to get. Not all AI is the same. There's a massive difference between the AI we have today and, say, the kind you see in a movie, like The Avengers. This brings us to the two big categories, weak AI and strong AI.
And this contrast is everything. On one side, you have weak AI, or narrow AI. This is all the AI that exists in the world today. It is incredible at one specific task. Think of AlphaGo, the program that mastered the game of Go. It can beat any human, but you couldn't ask it to play a simple game of checkers. Or Alexa. It's great at playing a song because it recognizes keywords and follows instructions, but it can't handle a question it wasn't specifically trained for. Strong AI, well, that's the stuff of science fiction, at least for now. We're talking about an AI like Ultron, one that is truly self-aware, can learn anything a human can, and could even have unpredictable emotions. Okay, you've probably heard a ton of other buzzwords thrown around, right? Machine learning, deep learning, it can all get pretty confusing. So let's clear up how they all fit together. The easiest way is to think of them like nesting dolls, one inside the other. So at the very top, the biggest doll, you have artificial intelligence. This is the big, broad idea. It's the entire field, dedicated to the goal of making machines that can do things in a way that we'd call smart. Now, inside that big AI circle is machine learning. This isn't a different type of AI, it's a way to achieve AI. It's a technique that allows a machine to learn from tons of data and experience instead of a developer having to program it for every single little thing.
And then you go one layer deeper, inside machine learning, and you find deep learning. This is a super specialized type of machine learning that's inspired by the way our own brains work, with neural networks. This lets it find really complex patterns in data. So you see, it's AI with machine learning inside it and deep learning inside that.
All right, so we've covered what AI is, how it thinks, and how all the jargon fits together. Now that we have that foundation, we can get to the really exciting part. Where is all of this amazing tech actually going?
Right now, AI is basically our assistant. It's a tool that helps us with very specific things. But a famous futurist, a guy named Ray Kurzweil, he made a pretty wild prediction. He believes that by the year 2045, AI will be just as smart as human beings. He calls this moment the singularity, the point where machine intelligence actually catches up to and then surpasses our own.
But that's not the only vision out there. Elon Musk pictures something maybe even more personal.
He thinks that eventually we humans will literally merge with AI through implants. These would enhance our own minds and bodies, pretty much turning us into part cyborgs. It's a wild idea to think about.
And all of this leads to the ultimate question. The idea of an AI that doesn't just think, but feels. An AI that actually develops its own genuine emotions. Is that something that will always be just science fiction? Or is it an inevitable future on the path we're already on? Definitely something to think about.